Welcome to the Boss Inspection, the show in which I analyze boss battles, from the best of the best to the worst of the worst. And yes, I did change my other slogan because somebody told me that it didn't make a lot of sense. Anyways, a few months ago I did an experimental episode in which I brought over one of my friends, Cookie, and she analyzed a boss battle she loved. So I decided to do it again and improve on it a little bit. So here we have another good friend of mine who is going to help me analyze a great boss battle. And yes, like in the last special guest episode, this is going to be entirely unscripted. But don't worry, we will both try to make it work so it's not as sloppy as the other video. And I really hope you guys like it, so tell me what you think down below. And if you don't like it, well, I guess the next guest episode will have to be fully scripted. Well, he is my friend Zeke. He's an artist, and he's actually a very talented artist. He's the guy that drew my official channel art, so you should definitely check his art out after you finish watching these videos.
My name is Zeke. Julian dragged me here just to talk about a certain boss I like a lot. And yeah, he basically said everything I would have said, so...
We are so fucking adorable. We have matching shirts. We are so awesome. Yeah, this is going to the cringe channel.
Today we're going to talk about a certain game that's really, really underrated right now. It's called Undertale. I don't know if you've heard about it or anything. Yeah, we're going to talk about this certain boss that is from the final boss of the neutral kind of playthrough of the game. It's not the true boss, and it's not the super badass boss, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. But it's actually one of my favorites.
What's actually very funny about this is that I was originally not planning on playing Undertale, but he mentioned that the neutral run had a very solid final boss, so I thought I had to play just to experience it for myself, and I don't regret it. To be honest, I am really thankful that he got me to play a game that I don't think I would have played anyways. It's very weird, but it's very good. You should try it out. Undertale has a pretty unique game mechanic in which you have the option of either killing all the enemies you encounter or sparing them, saving their lives. So the entire story is built around this mechanic, so you can get different types of endings and different types of boss battles at the end.
Flowey is actually the first character you encounter in the whole game. It's the first one that really sets up the mood of the entire game. You know that this game is fun and cool, but it also can have a dark twist where you can actually kill the monsters. Flowey is the one that actually tells you to do so, but if you just don't listen to him that much and you either not kill anyone or just kill some characters who just don't go on a killing spree, then you actually get him as the final boss of the game.
By the way, from now on we are going to fully spoil the entire game, so a big spoiler alert here, and honestly if you haven't played Undertale yet, you're fucking stupid now. Everything's cool.
One of the main bosses, Asco Dreamer, needs your soul, along with other 6 that he already has, to break a barrier in the game and save all the monsters. When you're in the final fight with this character, with Asgore, and you actually manage to beat him down to almost no health, so he kills Asgore, gets the 6 souls, and becomes so powerful, he actually closes your game entirely.
This part was fucking terrifying the first time I played it. It completely caught me off guard.
The thing about Flowey is that he really plays with the sinister. He grabs something that you're really, really familiar with, which is the interface of the game, and just fucks with it. He just breaks everything that you are comfortable with. You think that Flowey cannot close your game. Well, he does it. You think that he cannot trample with your save files, and he actually does it. He loads and saves your file. He does all these things that really makes you feel uncomfortable and makes you get in a place where you don't know what's going to happen next.
I remember how the first time I played this, I was so terrified when he started playing with my game file that I just didn't want to open it again. I was so terrified that I didn't have the balls to go and fight the final boss, but eventually I did, and it was awesome. When you actually have the balls to open the game, you get to see Flowey's final form. He's a god now, he's extremely powerful, and his design, oh boy, his design is complete nightmare fuel. my god, take a look at that. That is so fucking disturbing. The first time I played it, I was talking with him, I was chatting with him, and I told him how terrified I was, and he was just laughing at me because I'm a pussy. But just take a look at that. It's like Papyrus. I wanted pasta, not creepy pasta. Yes, of course. I have the comedic timing of that. Well, now let's get into the actual gameplay of the fight. So Flowey is this very all-powerful god, and he has a lot of crazy and different attacks that you have to avoid. And you have like bombs, flies, vines, giant lasers, stars coming from his eyes. He can even save and load your files in order to fuck up with you. It's really chaotic, it's really fun, and it's a bit challenging, but not too challenging, because Flowey can really drain your health, but you always have a little bit of health. So, after avoiding a few of his attacks, there's a big warning in the television that he has in his face, and you manage to get inside of him. And there you will find the different souls of the other 6 humans. You have to play little minigames in which you avoid their weapons, and it's pretty cool because you get to know a little bit more about these characters that you never really physically see. So, after saving each soul with the act button, they give you your health back. So, it's a great balance with Flowey taking all of your health and these characters actually saving you in order to keep you alive. So, you have to rinse and repeat until you take all of the souls away from Flowey. It's a really entertaining part of the gameplay.
What's interesting about Flowey is that he manages to never get you out of the atmosphere of the boss fight. When you even die, he makes it in a way that you are still in the game. Even though he closes your game, he gets you out, he just words it in a way that really makes you feel like you're still there. You just lost, and you lost forever, and you just died, and he just wants to do it again. You're not just trying again because you're trying again because it's a game.
I think that this intense atmosphere he was talking about goes very well because of the music, which is completely terrifying. This track is called Your Best Nightmare, and it's this creepy music. It's chaotic. It just goes very well with all of the things we mentioned. And it really reminds me of Gygas from Earthbound. I think this game got a lot of inspiration from there.
The music is really good because of Toby Fox himself. He is a great composer, and he's done music tracks for video games and other stuff for a long time now. Even he did stuff before in Homestuck.
We don't talk about Homestuck on my channel. That is stupid, and I don't like it. You can go now.
We didn't talk about indie games either.
He makes fun of me because I really didn't like indie games until I played Undertale. So I'm a big fucking hypocrite. Hypocrite. I fucking hate the English language. Now the second phase will begin because you took all of the human souls from Flowey. He's a lot less powerful, and now you actually have enough strength in order to deal damage every time you use the attack button. His attacks will become a bit slower, so it's not as hard as the last one, but he will still take a lot of health from you. But on the second phase, all the souls will constantly give you more health. So it's this fight against time in which you have to keep attacking, heal yourself, avoid all of the attacks until he's dead. This second phase, gameplay-wise, is a lot less interactive and it's a bit repetitive. So we are going to have to take a few points off for that. But it still is very epic and a lot of fun, to be honest.
So the great thing about this part of the boss is that, as Julian said, it's more about the experience rather than the gameplay. Flowey here really makes you feel able, really makes you feel like you can and will beat him. And you just gotta keep going forward and be strong, and just fills you with a lot of power. The gameplay is a little bit similar, obviously, because it's the same boss, but in this part, it's all about the music. Everything is set up where you get health constantly. The practice before where all the hearts just come together and give you all this power. It really makes you feel like you're gonna meet Flowey.
You could say that it fills you with determination. Before we move on to the final part of this video, I have to say that the music in this part, like he said, it completely builds the atmosphere. The song is actually called Finale, and it's this very epic and emotional track. It may possibly be my favorite song of the entire experience. It gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. After attacking him for a while, you manage to drain all of Flowey's skull. So you think that you have actually defeated him, but no, he actually comes back to life and actually trolls you. You got fucking memed! It's very weird, oddly fun, it's very fun. And just when he gives you a final monologue about he's going to keep killing you, you think that you actually can defeat him. Suddenly the souls react and finally destroy Omega Flowey. After this, you get to see normal Flowey again. He is very sad and about to die, and he gives you a final option of killing him or saving his life. After selecting the option of square a few times, he gets really angry and runs away and finishes the neutral run of the game. And if you didn't kill anybody, you reset the game and start the true pacifist, but we are not going to talk about that here. And after this, the final battle against Flowey comes to an end. So, Omega Flowey from Undertale. Zeke, which tier would you give to this amazing final boss from the neutral run?
I would give him a standout tier. What makes this boss really stand out, not only from other games, but from its game itself, is that it really is about the experience. It really is about what makes you feel, and it always manipulates you into feeling what it wants it to. And I think that is really difficult to do. That's why I think it's a really good boss.
And as a fan of boss battles myself, I am really thankful that I got to fight this one because it's one of my favorites. It's really unique, and I am really thankful to this guy for practically forcing me to play. I hate you. So that's pretty much the entire episode. Thanks a lot for coming here and talking about this boss, Zeke.
No problem.
It was really a fun experience. And this guy is very talented. You should really check all of his art out in his different websites. Where can all of my fans follow you?
Well, you follow me either in Facebook or in Tumblr. We'll leave the things, whatever.
In the description. It's always in the description.
In the description below.
I am never going to make a video with him again. Where's Cookie when you need her? And here is when I say the same fucking thing I say in every video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Not him.
Bye-bye! Yeah.